In 1957, our family moved to Aransas Pass, Texas, a coastal town. We were there from January through May of that year. Here are some shots of the causeway on the coast, which is basically a raised road or a track that goes across the low, wet ground. This is the area around the Latter-day Saint Chapel that we attended on Sundays. You'll see a shot of the building in just a moment. There it is. It was in Corpus Christi, also a coastal town that was near Aransas Pass. In 1957, I was 4 years old and Max was 6. There's my mom. And, of course, we're at the playground having fun. It was one of my very favorite dresses, that when I wore it till it was in shreds. In those days, all women and girls basically wore dresses everywhere, which worked for us. It was fine. Since we hadn't lived next to an ocean before, my parents got quite a few photos, as seen here, of things going on in the ocean, a sailboat and some skiers, the harbor, different things that were new to us. Here we're on the seawall. Hal's chasing the seagulls. Surprise! I just said Hal. That's actually Max. Just kidding, it's Max. Hal wasn't born yet. I don't know what Dad is got there, but he is putting something in Max's mouth. They're doing wheelbarrow. I don't know if it's M&M's or what, but it must have been tasty. Here you see more dock, fishing supplies, that sort of thing. Coming up, you'll see a bridge that lifts up for the boats to pass through, and we watched a tanker go by. While we waited in our car. Actually, just kidding. I don't think we were in our car at this point. I think we were just watching the tanker and the drawbridge. Pretty big. That's a shipwreck right there on the beach. There I am in my purple dress that I also loved. There's Max. I had a black eye. I don't remember how I got it, but if my right eye looked a little darker than the left, there was a reason for that. This is the trailer park at Aransas Pass. There's our trailer. I believe my dad made that trailer. In fact, I'm pretty sure that was one that he made. There's Dad in his Sunday suit. Good old Max. And my mom. And out on the road, we stopped at a roadside park for a picnic. And we were on the road to Brownsville, Texas, and a visit to Mexico. To my recollection, we only went to Mexico one time, and this was it. It was kind of a different world, and we were interested in this cart with the wobbly wheels. There were Brahma cattle all around. I guess that was pretty much it for Mexico. We're back in the playground at Corpus Christi. I'm not sure if this is out of order because sometimes the little reels were out of order and perhaps this belonged with the previous spinnings around, but that's okay. Of course, the sailboat. This is a picture of Max at his school that he went to. It was a kindergarten. These are his two teachers. He likes to talk about how very strict they were, and that's one of the things he seems to remember, but there he goes down the slide at the school. And back to the beach. Why not? Don't those apples look tasty? Found a little dog that followed us around. And there was something dead, so we were pinching our noses because we didn't want to smell it. Here we found some shells on the beach. We were quite thrilled with them. Pretty cool. We were so surprised after we took them home with us and woke up the next morning and they had disappeared. Obviously, they had crawled away because there were snails inside the shells. One of my favorite stories. Reynolds Aluminum, that was the job that my dad had that took us down there. His job was at that plant. He was working for Bechtel Corporation, and this was in Corpus Christi. He was the millwright foreman. And a millwright, the definition, maybe you'd be interested in, is a high-precision craftsman or skilled tradesman who installs, dismantles, maintains, repairs, assembles, reassembles, and moves machinery in factories, power plants, and construction sites. So I'd say he had some pretty decent skills if he could do all that. Oh, Mom's spraying people. Look at what amazing fishermen we were. Good one. See, look at me, the pro. It's a very long pole for a very little boy. Hal and his Texas friend. This is a neighbor. He was just taking a Polaroid picture of the boys, which we had never seen. Here you see, what you just saw was a picture of the black neighborhood that was near the trailer park, which apparently was pretty interesting to my parents to get a picture of. Delicious picnic. Another chance to chase the birds. And I believe we were feeding them some bread. Those are shrimp boats out on the ocean. There's a cute little girl right there. Oh, and Max caught another fish. And he even knows how to clean it. Who knew? Riding a bike. 6-year-old Max. We're doing our acrobatic stunts. Looks like somebody else caught a lot more fish than we did, and we apparently were being helpful. Those look like catfish. Max building. What a surprise. Dad had a little saw there, and look at me go. Oh yeah. That's where I got my home remodeling skills right there. Oh. Oh man. There's my mom. She's cool. Dad let us put on his construction hats. And we thought that was really fun. There's a cute girl and there's a weird boy. Max got new cowboy boots for his birthday. So, yeah, I mean, when you're in Texas, you get cowboy boots for your birthday, right? Oh, and my basketball bouncing skills. Oh, yeah. Amazing, amazing. I believe this was over at the school playground, Max's school playground. We found a horned toad and were quite thrilled about the whole thing. This is back at our house. We got our Easter baskets. There's Dad. Whoops, I'm probably tipping everything out, perhaps. Alrighty. Swimming in the ocean. Dad told me if the water got in my eyes, just lick my fingers and run them across my eyes and it will get the salt out. So I was trained so I would be comfortable in the ocean. Oh yeah, now that's a cool swimsuit, people. Oh man. I was certainly a daring soul. Oh, I got my nose plugged at least, just in case it's necessary. And they had a nice shower to rinse all the salty water off. Oh my goodness. Okay. Switch to an oil pump. Texas is certainly known for oil. There's a one-way bridge. That is a danger. And then seabirds. Look at that. It must be a pelican, I think. Be fun to see one of those again. I believe that's a ferry. The Aransas Pass ferry, moving cars back and forth where they need to be. Go, I guess, to. That's fun, right? Just out on the beach by the shore. Not sure what significance Tarpon Inn has, but we were there, folks. Heading back from the dock. Oh, there I am. Oh, looks like I've got my purse. I don't know what that little thing was, but now we're back on the shore again. And I tied a rock to the end of my string to pretend I was catching a fish too, just for the record. I thought it looked very cool. And look at this jumping skill. Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh dear, that's one of my favorite scenes right there. And we've got some little balsa planes we're throwing around. Well, Max is anyway. I've got my cool curlers in my hair, I guess. Oh, walking on cans. I loved walking on cans. I was actually pretty good at it, as you can see here, plainly. I'm looking back at the boys. Hey guys, can't you catch up? I guess that wasn't really fair to the boys. So, back to the beach. Corpus Christi beachfront. Little shops. There's my mom and Max window shopping, heading across the street. Look at those old cars. This was definitely the olden days in 1957. So we went to a skiing show this day. Oh, I guess Mom and Max are busy playing tag for a little while. Attaboy, run. Oh, Mom got tagged. There's Max doing his turn at jiggity jig walking. That looks really cool, Max. Oh dear, close up. Well, okay, here's the ski show that we actually went to see. And somebody fell. We have, oh, there's a jump. Now that's pretty good, right? And we had some beautiful girls lifting their foot up. Yeah. I mean, this is way before water boards. That doesn't sound right. Wakeboards. And so it was a little less involved, but this is still pretty tricky, you'll have to admit. And coming up, we've got Charlie Bloomerbottom, was what he was called. Looks like he's really tricky. The girl jumps and he just sits on his rump, so that's how it works. Whoa. Wipe out. So in those days, the film in the camera was, oh, they're playing ball, and a boat jumps over the ramp. Okay, that's cool. The film rolls lasted about 2 minutes, and then you had to pay to get them developed. So when my dad put all these together, he did a lot of splicing. Oh, these guys have wigs on. Funny. Whoa. This one's gonna do a flip, I think. Oh yeah. And the girls in their tutus, you don't see that every day, right? This is maize growing in the fields. Anyway, I think where I was going with the 2-minute thing is that they chose to take such long videos of the boat show, but it was pretty cool at the time to just even have a camera, so it was important to my dad, especially at the time, to do these sort of things. There's me and Max watching intently. And sitting in the grass with Mom. I guess we decided to take a little break. These are the speed boats. So the skiers are done, speed boats are on. Nope, the only way to get that boat out is to lift it out with a crane, apparently. Alrighty. Just scenery going through the area. This is John and Mildred Busk. John was one of my dad's co-workers, and of course a close-up of a caterpillar. Now that's important. You should devote a whole roll to a caterpillar, really, but it was kind of cool. Here we are at a Navy air show at Corpus Christi, and got to see a helicopter demonstration of a helicopter rescue. It's pretty cool. Not that I remember it, I was only 4, but hey. Here's a cart and ponies. Back to church. Good to see we were going to church. Good job, guys. You know, we just can't stay away from the ocean. This is a carnival, I think, a playground, merry-go-round by the ocean. Looks like a couple of sailors. My dad was a sailor in the Navy in World War II, so that would have interested him, I think. So That's another air show. You could probably tell. Oh, that was the first instance of flossing, people. You saw that, right? Oh, look at our amazing pony cart riding skills. Oh, yeah. Hi, Mom. This is the view from up high. This must have been in the Ferris wheel to be up high like that. Ooh, that looks creepy. There's another Ferris wheel ride with my mom and I having fun. Hi, everybody. Whoa. I hope you don't get dizzy with this. Some fireworks to finish it off. The notes say that while Max was on the Ferris wheel, he caught a bird. I don't know what that's about. Okay, here's a half a flower. Here's a tenth of a flower. Here's a flying flower. Guess they were having a little trouble centering the flowers that day. This is the playground at Max's school. We were playing at one day. And here you'll see a very safe ride. You see these at playgrounds all the time nowadays. Just kidding. And here we are lining up to go for a train ride. And then my mom picked us up at the end, and that was the end of Texas.